Hello everybody, happy Monday. As you can see, we're at Double Trouble again. I've been having so much fun with this house that I just had to come back, do some stuff. So we are back. I did a walkthrough on the video that came out on Friday. I've made a couple of little changes since then. As you can see, the whole front of the building is now entirely changed from green and blue to white. So there's that. And there were a few edges that hadn't been painted yet. And if I'd had to build something to get to them, I would have recorded it. But I didn't have to. I just used a combination of that ladder, the scaffolding, and the roof. And I got every single one of the edges, which I'm still quite surprised about. In fact, I'll show you here. If I go up, you'll see my can and everything is still here. There's the ladder that we climbed up, and every single piece of, as you can see, if I stand here, I could actually just reach the edges here to paint them. So yay! What can I say? Whee! It always makes my stomach fall. I enjoy jumping off high places. I apologize. So I haven't completely finished this house yet. There's still more to go, but I did find a little unit to place there that sort of matches this. And then I have put down sort of an ottoman / shoe bench type thing. We've got a drawer there. And as you can see on this floor, 99.99% of stuff has changed color. We've got white, we've got marble, we've got all the stuff. And if we walk back here, I've retained the concrete because I think that gives it a really nice feel. And I haven't touched downstairs yet because that will be a collaboration with, oh look here, I missed a spot. Dang, where is the, oh, you know what, I've got money. Let's just copy this. Yeah. As you can see by my wallet, I've got nearly 9.5 million again because we sold the old laundromat, the dirty laundromat. So I've kept the pool. I have done a whole area at the back here, as I mentioned in my previous video. What happened is these bottles did not fit onto the shelves of the other units that were here. I was like, nope, they gotta go. So I sent them on their way and I built a new back. This is, if you look here, kitchen units. Well, they're not. They are not as deep as the kitchen units. They are chest of drawers. And then we've got the bookcase that is extendable. And then we've got shelves. And we have put the shelves to good use. We've got bins and a liquidizer and all the glasses you could ever need, as well as the hot sauce. And then a bowl of fruit here. And I think this bowl of fruit needs, yes, that bowl of fruit needs some help. I placed it without checking the color. So there is that. And I think this floor is almost 100% done. I'm going to sell as I come across stuff because we can always buy again. Let's sell the fuzzy carpet while we're here. And we are going to go out. There was a rug here as well that I sold. It was fine, but I just thought it matched that side. And then we did the fuzzy carpet here. And then if we go upstairs, everything has been changed color-wise. And now you can see the full effect with no color outside there. I have kept the plants. I think they're really pretty. I had to sell this one and then redo it because I couldn't change the color of that pot, which was a pain because that was put in place with the move tool in Sandbox, I'm sure. Then we have another plant. I put a few little knickknacks on the wall, and we've got this crazy wallpaper. This I'm going to keep because we might need it. Now, this we haven't completed. As you can see, I've put the wallpaper on here. This needs to go. And that needs to change. I think I'm going to make it. Now, I did miss by mistake. I'm sorry. I did sell the table. It was an accident. I do this on occasion. So I bought another table, but I changed it so that it would actually fit in better, because now we can walk all the way around the table without tripping over ourselves. So that's that, and then we just have to change. I'm going to keep as much as I can. I'm going to copy that onto that and see what happens. That's fine. And then we actually, you know what? Let's change the seat. We go for fuzzy. Let's go for fuzzy. Because if you put white on it, it goes grayer. So it will be darker. There we go. So we're still in the light side. It's called cheating, I know. But hey. And then let's just copy that onto chairs. And I'm going to do that to the chair that's still outside the door here as well. There's that. Now, this unit, we are going to have to do... Okay, this is painted wood. We're going to go white here. This is terracotta, which is quite interesting. Let's see what it looks like. It's an interesting finish. Let's go there. I like that. Sort of tones in nicely with this setup here. The only problem we're going to have is that TV. Oh no, it's not broken. I thought it was broken. Let's change it. There we go. I've got no sound on, so it's in the kitchen. I think the cooking show is actually quite appropriate. And then we can just take the same color tones here. Everything's going to be light in the grays. No candles. We're not going to set fire to anything. So there's that. Oh, and the floor. What do you think of the floor? Should I change it? I'm not sure if it works with the walls. It is the marble, but don't know about the pattern. I'm in two minds. Let me know. That is going to have a plant in it. I am allowing some colors in, but the actual layout of the house itself, there is no color in here. Let's go with my new favorite, the fiddle leaf. Because it's tall, it reaches high. So this table, I'm going to wait until I'm done that side. You can see the light needs to change. What I've been doing is I've been putting it to the grays, and it works pretty darn good. It still gives light, but you're looking in the gray tones, whereas these are the fine tones. Alright, next level. We'll come back to this. But let's turn the TV off. The next level is not 100% done yet, as you can see, but I have done some stuff, like the windows, because that all had to tie in inside and outside. Now the balcony, that had to tie in inside and outside. And as you can see, not everything, bet you there's no... Oh, there is paint on my roller, yay! There we go. Now what I wanted to show you is as you can see next to me here, is the tiling. Now, tiling is a problem when they've got glass. You see, that's glass, that's glass, that's glass. So you can't actually get through to do this, but I have figured out how you make it smaller, and then you can hop on something, and you can pretty much do the majority of your tiling inside here. Oh, that's the wrong stuff. Oopsie. Hop out. Alright, let's get some more. There we go. That's what I want. As I was saying, you can hop in here and you can actually not do that. There we go. Stand on the ledge. I'm going to have to repaint that ledge. We just got to make a plan somehow. Come on. There we go. So, once you've done that, you can just jump out and put it back. But I'm not going to because, no, I'm not going to because I'm going to take that and change all these windows to white. Come on. And then once we're done with everything, we can, first of all, make it white and then change the size back up. It's like nothing ever happened. Oops. Put it into the roof. There we go. So that's how I did it, all the way through all these glass pieces here. So I'm quite chuffed with that. The one thing that irritated me is this doesn't fit in there. And inside of these two was the yellow one. And I didn't want it to be yellow, but it wouldn't fit back once I sold the yellow one. Bathroom I'm quite chuffed with. This is the new and improved bathroom. I've kept the curves, which I think are stunning. Very happy with them. I've kept the bar because I can. And this is a double wall. So as you can see, there's these glass wall windows here and these glass windows here on this side. So there's a gap in the middle, which is cool. You just can't get behind here. So I had to remove a couple of these blocks to get behind there. But overall, I think it's worked out quite nice. So there's that. Only thing I can see is I've messed up there. If I do that, I can, there we go. Now you can see there's an actual pattern there. Is this too much? I don't think it's too much. It's just zany enough to do the thing. So there's that. And then we haven't got here yet. And then on this floor, not much has changed yet. I did knock a hole through the wall because I wanted to see if there was an empty space behind there, but there isn't. So we'll come back. And of course, this is the tallest balcony. I'm not sure about the green. Do you like the green or should I make it another color? I'm open to suggestions. I can change this neon at any time. It can go from green to pink to whatever. The only color I want to stay away from is red, because that's the color that was in, as you can see, in the house next door. So open to suggestions. All right, let's go downstairs because most of the rest of this place is just coloring stuff. So I'll bring you back if I do something like that's fun. That doesn't involve colouring anything. But at the moment, I want to go next door and start there. I was tempted to, as you can see, I was tempted to start playing and just taking it down from the pitch black in certain places. In some places, I'm keeping the brick because I actually quite like it because it's got the white in it. But there are some places that I actually want to change. But I do want to change the size of this. I think that size will work better. Let's see. Yes. Come on. Just because it's grey, but it's brown. I think that will be okay. This is where I'm going to come across some fun stuff because it's not quite, there's more brown in the darker colors. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, now for this, we are going to take it down and we'll probably take it down to the stained walnut, but then just add a hint of color to that. And then it just takes it off the black, which I quite like. Now, the one thing I was thinking of doing is I can change this. Yes, I can. I would like to take that central piece out and just make this a single curve. I think that even though it's effective, I just think it would look better. Let's do that. I'm going to sell that, and we are going to just take this out and hold our breath because, whoopsie, wrong thing. Don't sell it. I want to move it to there and maybe bring it down a little bit. I think that works because you've got the triple archways on all these windows, which is fine, but I just like that. That's more inviting for me anyhow. Let's do that, and then I want to sell this beam there because we don't need that beam there anymore because we haven't got the triple arch. Then of course, don't sell it. Please don't sell it. You know what? Let's find a floor that we like. What do you say? All right. I would say for the stairs we need pretty big planks. Let's see which way these are running because I can never remember. Okay, then they're running the wrong way. So let's change it. Okay, that's good. Like that. I'm going to take that and it's going to lift the colors here dramatically. See that? It already lightens the whole thing. And the sun is coming up. Yay! I think that's going to work really well. Okay, if I copy that onto that, lightened it up immediately. Much better. Don't know if I like these. Yeah, I'm not going to change the rails. I think I'm going to keep them there. But now what they've done is they've used the same sort of, looks like the same finish as that, but they've just darkened it. I think we are going to have to change that. I don't think I want it. While we've got that copy on, let's just go up to the second floor and do the balcony. Then I know I've done it. Okay. Since we have been in and out of these houses a lot, and you see that as well. Sometimes you battle to get out. All right. Ooh, the sun is coming up really quickly now, and that looks good. Now, this doesn't bump out as far as that. I should be able to get up here without a problem. So we're keeping the feel of the place. Now I love the windows. I don't want to change the windows. Saying it as I click on the windows. We can put... should we take them to that? And then sort of just upgrade them a little bit. I think that'll work because all the other windows have no patterns on them except the one right at the top there. I think that'll work. Let's do that. Okay, and change this as well. I'll put some planters out. I'm not going to do that right this very minute. So this is to the outside. I think I'm going to do exactly what I've done here, and then I can use the same wood on that. We will probably need a tile of some description just to finish off the doors in between. Okay, that's slightly raised. Can you see that? Maybe we should do that, but without the... There we go. See what that looks like. Yeah. No. That will bring shine to it. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that will bring some shine. There we go. It just reflects the light nicely. I'm going to take that. Right, now this is also a sunken, and I use that loosely. Let's take that and put it on the edges here. There we go. Why is that not going on there? Why is... Am I going to have to replace you? Dang it, what are you? The windowsill. Don't know if I can fit you in there without moving the chair out of the way. Do I need it? Do I? I don't think I need that actually. You know what? We can make a plan. And I think I'm going to tile this area as opposed to wood. So place that over there. Let's sell the shoes. And those shoes. Any more shoes in there? Yeah, that's got to go. I'll leave the black leather coat there. I'm okay with that. I think we need tile. Let's find us some tiles, shall we? Is that too light? We got granite there. And well, I can live with granite. Maybe we should do granite. Right, let's go play with granite. See what that looks like. That's nice. Okay, you had me at terrazzo. It looks like this suite is fine. Doesn't look damaged in any way, shape, or form. Like that. Are we gonna sell this? Yes. Now that's granite. I'm okay with the granite. What I want to know is what is... Okay, that's just the edge of the granite, so they haven't put an edging on it. Look with that. Now, what I'd like to do with this is change it. Now here's where I was thinking of the English one. You see those colors? Just don't know if this is going to be dark enough. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It gives you all the colors. But in a whole different way. Oh yeah. I can be happy with that. Alright. You're my new friend. Should we put you up here as well? Yes, I'm taking it right up to the top. Because then we can play with all these different colors. I don't know if I want you. I'll keep you. I'm okay with that. Yeah, what the heck? Let's do that. Now, let's see if we can find ourselves a nice light. Let's see how dark that is. Will you stand on me? Got a bit of money. I can look. Yes, you will. Yes, yes, yes. No. Maybe. How's that for a statement? Not in your face, but it's still, you've got that shape, that curve in front of you as you walk in the door. Sounds good to me. Now you can go. I like the marble. I'm happy with the marble. And oh look, the stairs are there too. So yes, we'll keep going with this. Nuts. I love this. I'm going to use this in a lot of places. Speaking of which, I want you. I think I'm going to use probably a wallpaper on these walls. Do we need these blinds? I hate these blinds. I really do. Half of them are broken, damaged, and of no use. So let's get rid of them. There we go. And now we know for a fact that there's red light in here somewhere. Is that just reflected? I did change these lights, as you can see. Let's change. It actually is nice and it is going to reflect. So let's copy and paste. Much better. And then I'm going to use, I go for a grayscale, but I don't want to use a rough plaster here. I would like, now let's stay with the Venetian because it's got a bit of a movement to it. Let's see if this is dark enough. It might be too light, but I like, again, it's got a texture to it. Let's change that. Take that red stripe out while we're about it. Yes. Really like the pattern, the feel that gives. So I'm happy with that. We're going to battle with neon in here, aren't we? Yep. I suppose I can just take the brightness down on a white. See what that does. It's not bad. Oh, I missed a spot. Yeah, let's do that. So with that and these lights, that's pretty much all we're going to need in here. Sure, let's do that. That does liven the place up a little bit. Let's just remember the paint that I chose there. It's already changed the tone of the place, if that makes sense. It's not as red. You need to change. Let's go. Let's embrace the chrome here. What do you say? It reflects light really well, and we've got that in its face. You can see from the fireplace that flicker. Actually, pretty darn good. That too light? Am I erring on the side of caution? And we can probably do the same with this. This poor TV, she's a little broken. Oh. Why did I think the TV was broken? Hey, they made it to look like that. I sold that TV. Perfect. I just don't like the pattern on that carpet. I think I'm going to use this over here. Really? Of course I'm out of finish. Yeah, that looks good there. Betcha I'm out of finish, yes I am. Now that I've done that, I actually notice you have red legs. Shame on you. Embrace the chrome. Again, am I going too light with this, or do you like it? Suppose I can take it down one. Hey, better. Okay, there's some work needed there. Oh. Okay, let's go in here and see what we can do. That is water. Hint number 2. These things are amazing. You can actually do that and then jump in there. I like the rose bushes. We will... it's going to be interesting because we actually do have black roses. If they're not pure black, they have a hint of red to them. But that looks way better. I'm going to leave the little plants and all the good stuff there. And then we just have to close the window back up. We've still got the red from the fire, which is to be expected. That's just going to be what it is. Really like the different textures that we've got going on here. So I'm going to go with that. Now for this, I think I'm going to take the plain granite, like we got up there, just run it along here. I think I'm going to leave these black floors as is, because we've got the tile to there. We just have that bit. Let's use the granite. I think that's going to be the best. Again, same granite. And then just to pick up the light, thinking of this again in the chrome, which is the pretty much closest to mirror that you're ever going to get. Just to pick up the reflection. Look at that. Oh yes. Sort of echoes the fluorescence. Again, just to pick up that reflected light. I like it. Okay, so that is the start of this area. Okay, so all the lights are on. We'll come back and add some finishing touches. This section here, I think it will benefit from my new favorite thing, because this is gorgeous. But like all the colors just in one. And now that I've seen the outside, I want to do now I've seen the inside, I want to do the outside like that too. But we'll revisit that. Now this wall, as you can see, is from inside there. So I'm just going to run it up there. Is this a light or is it a... It is indeed. See, regardless of which way you go, it still doesn't change the actual color of the light, which is irritating. But that's just my personal opinion. But that's fine. Going to, again, like next door, there's going to be a lot of pattern going on here. And I'm not opposed to it. You can always leave it there and move on to a different finish above it. The lights are on. Let's take a walk up here. Let's copy this and see what it takes us to. Striped black marble tile. Okay, so these windows still have that. A little bit more modern, in keeping with the windows next to them there. I am keeping this organ. As you can see, I've changed the pipes. I just have to keep it because I think it's gorgeous. The organ is going to stay on its pedestal. It's going to need a little bit of work. Whoa. But yes, it's going to stay. What is not going to stay are these blinds. Yes, I can get you from mostly. I'll have to bring a ladder in. That's okay. Anything to stand there could be challenging because of all that work that's been done there. You see, It's like the pedals for the organ. So instead of selling it, I'm just going to change it. Who wouldn't like a fuzzy seat? Black keys to shine. Once again, we've got this, which I think is really pretty. We've got the lights underneath here. That's cool. It's just they're reflecting off the back here. So let's change this. Maybe not the red marble. Perfect. We just need to change some of these things in the ceiling when we get there. So copy that onto that. I would like some interesting tiles. Again, we've got these tiles that seem to run throughout the house, and I'm going to live with those. I'm happy with those. I just couldn't handle the beige next door, so I had to change. But these are gorgeous, so I'm going to keep those. But we need to find something interesting at the back of the kitchen. That could be fun. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. Like it. Alright, so we have another light switch here. Oh God. Where is that? Where is it? Where? There you go. Sell it. See how that's like flat. There's just no color. But as I go higher, you can see how it goes up the pipes, which is actually pretty dark. So we'll do that. And that sort of lightens up the pipe. Oh, that's so pretty. Bear with me, guys. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's do that. That'll throw the light back as well. Oh, yeah. Woo! I like it. That is awesome. Look how shiny. I mean, what more could you ask? And the only thing I have to do here, well, besides that, is get rid of the blinds and paint the ceiling. Yes. I don't know where that came from. That will have to be on the next floor up, but oh my gosh, look at that. Right, I'm happy with that. I might just use that in a bathroom. Let's go with, we did this on the other side as well, and we just took it to white. So, you know what? Let's do black. Because why not? We've got lots of light in here. It's not like we are going to run out of light. That works for me. And then shiny legs. And the other chair is outside here, so let's just color that. And then we're going to add an extra chair. Oh, nice. I like it. There's one spot missing there, and this needs to be painted, which is sad. There we go. That was hard. Oops. Much easier. What do you think, guys? Good changes, bad changes, interesting changes? Definitely gotta take those legs. I think we need some fruit assortment. There we go. Oh, the cop. The one thing I forgot. Yes. You're gonna make me work with this, aren't you? I'm doing it this way because otherwise I'm probably gonna mess up and I'm gonna have to retile. That's what usually happens. I like that, but now the chairs need to be dark. It's the darkest that we've got. Okay, so that is our dark side of the greys. I'll take it. not cheating. So that's where we are. First floor and ground floor, or first floor and second floor, depending where you are in the world. And then we're going to go up. And we've got to get the step ladder in and get rid of the blinds up there. Let me know what you think. Same color scheme, black and grey instead of white and grey. And it's amazing how a dark color actually pops when it's against the darker color. But guys, I'm going to leave it here. Let me know what you think. Hope you have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.